Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about my November debt update for my household. So we are going to jump right on into it. I'm so sorry if I sound stuffy. I'm still getting over like a 2.5 week sinus infection, so I will do my best. Now, we are going to get into these numbers. We're going to kind of talk about things and just like where we are because November is going to look like what in the world is going on, and then December will get better. So, let's get on into the numbers. We're going to start off with my beginning balance, which was from October. If you guys haven't checked that out, I will try to remember to link that household debt update in the description box. So for Chase, we started off at $12,307.53. And then for our Discover card, we were at $11,915.81. And then we have our water treatment, and that was at 7801.29. And so our beginning balance was $32,024.63. Now, the only other debt that we have is our mortgage, but that is not something that we are focused on. We are just trying to get ourselves out of this like consumer debt. Y'all, if you are new to my channel, before I started working on our household debt, I was getting myself out of personal debt, and y'all, I am officially um personally debt free. That was like one of my birthday gifts to myself. So yay, yay, yay. So now the goal is to work on our household debt and get that paid off and just really like get things done because I've been debt free before. We bought our house and then got ourselves into more debt and then had a child and got ourselves even into even more debt. So I am just working through all of that and doing the things that we need to do. I also transitioned from us like having like full on two separate accounts to like our money being in one account and focusing on working with the money that we're putting into our household account to actually take care of the household. Okay, y'all, so I know this is a debt update, but I needed to give you guys that information. So, right now, our Chase is at 0%. Our Discover is not good with this interest, and then our water treatment interest is like at 10 or 11%. Over here, I have our minimum payments. So Chase minimum payment is 114, Discover is 251, and then our water treatment is actually 107.86. Um, so let me fix that. And so, however, this looks very weird because if you even watch my household budgets, you're probably like, I've never seen you make those payments before, which is absolutely true. And this is why these numbers for November are going to look a little different, is because my Discover card, we actually pay a little over 250 for all of the items that get charged to our credit card, and then I pay that back because those are our bills. So I always meet the minimum payment. And then the same thing for Chase, like if we're using it for something and it gets paid back, I always meet the minimum payment. And I have been using the $100 to go towards like the Chase card whenever I have it budgeted. So yeah, things have been a little weird. So let's just kind of talk about just where we are. So I did not actually budget anything for for the month of November, and it was really truly designed that way. However, for principal, and I have to look at my cheat sheet, y'all, because I swore I just wrote it down. So we are at negative $121.31 because that is what was added to the credit card. And it's just because stuff was spent on the card, but when the card amount closed, it just hadn't been paid yet. And I'll be very honest, I don't know what it was to even subtract it to tell you what the true number is. So I'm just going to let y'all see the ups and the downs. Hopefully, I have this all situated. So for December, we're starting to see like the true numbers and get away from the additional stuff that's spent. So we started off at $12,307.53, but we're ending at $12,428.84. And that is going to be the same thing for Discover. So I did budget $100, but I actually used that $100 to put towards our Amex card because there were some household expenses that I don't know what happened, but I needed to put that money there, so it did not go to Discover. And we're going to be in the same thing. And this number is very much so skewed because a lot of that money that's on the account was like paid back plus whatever the interest was, but this is just where we are. So we're at 668.59 for our Discover card, and that just makes me sick. And I'm putting zero for interest because, like I said, November is going to be very off. And then when we get into December, you'll start to see stuff. And also, I had a subscriber that was saying, like, I know you want to get into paying off the debt, but maybe save some more funds first before paying off debt. I appreciate that because I am going to show you guys what I plan on doing in December and some of March to kind of do that. Save a little bit more, but I'm still going to at least pay the minimums or a little bit over the minimums to continue to get this debt down because my Chase, the 0% interest ends in June, and I really need to start tackling Discover because I'm paying over like $200 in interest each month. So I'm going to show y'all how we are going to take care of that, but we are going to be doing some interesting things, y'all. So we went from $11,915.81 in Discover to $12,584.40. So already we are not looking good. And then our water treatment, this is automatically deducted out of our checking account. And this was taken care of. For principal, we had $29.48 go towards principal. And then for interest, it was $78.38. So no bueno there. So we put $107.86 towards debt. We technically added $760.42 and $78.38 went to interest. Our beginning balance started off at $32,024.63. And this month we are at $32,785.05. We had a negative monthly progress and a negative percentage, so we've got to do better. And then let me add over here the starting debt was also 32.24 and 63 cents. So that is just where we are with our debt update, y'all. And now we're gonna go to our net worth tracker, which is going to be a little off because this month is not fully at the end of the month. But then I'm going to say starting in January, we'll be able to get to that end of the month. So we are going to go over to our net worth tracker and we are going to do the numbers over here. We are going to be tracking as of November the 23rd. When you see this video, though, it may be a different day. So, if you guys haven't seen this, like I said, I will try and make sure that I have our, what is the word? Our household starting debt progress in the description box below. So we have this net worth tracker. I did not create this tracker. I only made this one myself. Um, and I will remember this is Think Like a Girl Boss. That is her Etsy shop, and I want to say her YouTube channel. She made this spreadsheet. I really love her spreadsheets. I have a couple more of them that I really enjoy. But with this, you have your total assets. It's broken down, or my different categories are cash, savings, and investments. And then you have your total liabilities, which are credit cards and loans for us. And then those are like the main categories, and then they break them down over here. So that's how we're going to be breaking down the numbers. So for our checking account, we are at 50, 60, 90. Oh, 60, 90 in our checking account. And then for our spending accounts, which is my cash is cash envelopes account, we are at 167. And this is going to be skewed, y'all, because this is not towards the end of the month. So that means that more money can come out of these accounts and things like that. But this is just where we are for this date, y'all. So for our cash, we have $5,227.90. Now we're going to head over to our savings, and our savings consist of our sinking funds and our savings account. So for our sinking funds, we have $3,612.29. And for our savings, we have $931.13. So in total, we have $4,543.42 in our savings. And then we have our investments. Our home is an investment. And then we have our brokerage account, but we're not doing anything in our brokerage account right now. And then for our house, it did dip a little bit in how much it was worth. And so I'm doing the lowest number because there is a range. So we're at 329,000 for as of November the 3rd. And this will always change from month to month, just depending on the season and all of that stuff as well. So right now, our net worth is $3,338 at $338,771.32. And now we're going to get into our liabilities and see what we owe down here. So our credit cards are Chase and Discover. And like I said, Chase is at $12,428.84. And then our Discover card is at 12,000, oops, $12,584.40. Well, if this would right. And then, so credit card debt is $25,013.24. And then we have our home loan, and I add the home loan here in our net worth because we're adding it as a uh, uh, asset, so it's also a liability until we pay it off. So we're at 233, 624.88. And then our water treatment is 7771. Sorry, y'all. I did a blow by nose. 81, and that is where we are. So our net worth did come down some, y'all, because our house came down and then we added some debt. So when we go up to the top, you guys, for the month of November, our total assets went down to 3,000, no, $338,771.32. And let's see here, our liabilities went up slightly to $266,409.93. We are trying to pay off this debt, y'all. and it's going to be slow and steady like it was my personal debt, but we are going to see these numbers come down, and I'm super, super excited to see that. But this is it for our video, you guys. This is our debt update and our household net worth update as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.